Mum. Hey, no, that's the funniest thing that's ever happened. Mum just walked in on the stream. You signed Alexis. Mum just walked in on the stream. Oh my god. Oh my god, that has to be the funniest thing. Man, them, I'm so sorry about that. I just walked in. Yo, proper good. Everyone hashtag Mac10. Even my mum's happy about it. So what are you telling me, bro? What are you telling me?
Oh, lad, finally the saga's over. I finally, is it?
About time,
You know,
innit?
for all the respect in the world to Fabrizio, fantastic journalist, but I now understand what United fans were going through when they kept saying they just kept getting Jadon Sancho updates every day. Oh my god, thank God it's over. But it was worth the wait.
Yeah.
If the fee is what it apparently is, it was well worth the wait.
No, 100%, 100%. I think what it's the PTSD as Liverpool fans, as some of these signings, not. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the PTSD for me that's got me thinking, why is the personal terms taking so long? Why is he having to travel? But now we're looking at it and we're thinking, 38 million? It's looking like good business to me. 38 mil. Look, I'm not gonna lie. 5-year contract, 38 mil. Milner going the other way, of course. We'll touch on that as well. James Milner going the other way. I think that must have some sort of bargain. There's something in there. I don't know, innit? I think there's something going on there, but we're gonna talk about that in a second. But first of all, everyone, big up the chat. Let's just look at this one more time because we're gonna get used to this. Get used to that one.
Don't get used to that kit though. It's a different kit.
Yeah, not that kit, but add the little white parts on the collar and the little white bits on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? Get used to that, people. It's Liverpool's first signing. This window needs to be good, and this is a great way to start it. What's your opinions? Now it's happened. What's your genuine opinion now? Because certain man are saying he's overrated now. That's the thing. Man are already saying now that you've signed him, he's overrated. He's not even that good.
Yeah.
He's even the main guy at Brighton. 8 of his goals have been penalties. Do you know what I'm saying? All the hate mail's coming in now. The hate mail.
Oh yeah, I mean, all I need to know is that Manchester United wanted him when he turned them down. So any United fan saying he's overrated, you wanted to sign him. So he can't be that bad, can he? This is a really, really good pickup. Really, really. I'm so excited. This is the right type of profile that we needed. 24 years of age, bags of experience, won stuff. Just a great natural fit. And for that price, we all thought it was going to be like 50, 60. And we were like, good deal, a little bit expensive. 38. 3 million more than Ox. Bargain at the window already.
We'll take almost half of Naby. We'll take.
I think he was the same price as Salah. And Salah was regarded as
44 or 43.
No, I think Salah was 44 million euros, 38 million pounds.
Yeah.
But honestly, such a good deal to be able to get someone of his quality over the line, especially Brighton as well, because they are tough negotiators. And when you look at the other one, they've got Caicedo, 80 to 100 mil to get his partner, who maybe isn't as good, but he's certainly not a quarter of the player for near a quarter of the price. Some deal that, and the price as well. It fills me with confidence to get. We know McAllister isn't enough. We know he isn't. We need more.
But what a start!
But the fact we've got him for 38 means the budget for the other ones.
I mean,
we're not going to be bargain bin scraping.
I don't want to be that guy, but like, is this another one of those Liverpool deals where you go, how the hell have Liverpool gone and done that? Is it one of those deals where when Liverpool get their business done early in the window and you're like, how the hell have they done that? Like, when Fabinho just magically popped up after we lost the final, just like he was all linked to Manchester United, and then you just see Fabinho holding the Liverpool shirt.
You get like a link. We got a link 12 hours before he signed. It was just a random link going, Liverpool have interest in Fabinho. Then 2 hours later, Liverpool have signed Fabinho, and you're sitting there going, what? Hold on.
Same with Diaz. He's linked to Tottenham for the whole window. Next thing you know,
were you in that 3 a.m. space that day? That is one of the best things.
I think I can't remember, but there was a space I was in when Diaz signed, and everyone was just singing and shit. I don't know if it was that one.
Honestly, it was 3 a.m. on the morning of the 31st, and nothing had been said. We were all expecting to go to Tottenham. And then we're in a space, and this Colombian journalist comes in. Pipe Serra. If people know TAT, you know Pipe. And he comes in, and we sit there. And we sit there, get him on stage, and he just goes, Liverpool have hijacked Luis Diaz from Tottenham. He's going to join Liverpool. And they go, whoa, hold on a minute. And he just started rattling off all these details at 3 o'clock in the morning. Honest to God, it was immense. But McAllister's the start. Thuram next. Get me Thuram. Get me Quadio Kone. Midfield is looking so much better. And it could all cost less than Enzo Fernandez.
Boy, we do need a whole new midfield. But there is someone I want to big up. We're going to get to the super chat, get to the comments, get to the likes quickly. Because obviously we have over 120 people in here already. And we're not even 10 minutes into the show. Listen, people, make sure you smash that like button. Big up Ozan Kabak. Yes, he plays centre back. He says, yo, Monts, Mac can play the 6, the 8, and the 10. Big him up. Yeah, I know, man. This is the thing. I love how he's adaptable to certain play styles and situations. We're definitely going to need his ball playing skills, his fitness, the fact that he can score goals as well. All these things for us for the price of 38 million. Unbelievable business from Liverpool. Hopefully the rest of the window can go like this as well. So big you up and thank you for the super chat. I want to shout out Ben. Do you know what I'm saying? Ben LFC. You guys probably know him very well. Ben has been saying this deal is done. You lot stop panicking. Monts, stop panicking. When Kaz was coming up with and Kaz, yes, Kaz, I'm talking to you. Kaz, when you were saying, oh, I got someone in the back, and I can't say anything because if I say anything, I'll actually get in trouble. But just know, McAllister, don't be too thing over McAllister because but I can't say why and I can't say how because I'll actually get in trouble. Well, Kaz, are you in trouble because he looks like the shirt's there now? So what do you want? You know what I'm saying? When Kaz tried to do that, I've got someone there. I've got someone there telling me it's not all the way there. It might not happen. It's probably not going to happen. He's coming to United. You know that? Remember that old chestnut? That old chestnut.
That old chestnut.
Liverpool, stealing from United again. Nunes, Gakpo, and McAllister.
Oh no, Mons, let's buy into there. They stole Mason Mount from us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. It's always from us. Got that one. Oh, and Thiago was linked with Man United. He was
Fabinho. You can't forget
Fabinho. Was Man United. Good old Europa League Liverpool. They've done it again. So Kaz,
but we can't compete with the United pull, Monts. We can't compete with the United pull. The heritage. No.
Biggest club in the world. You know what I'm saying? Kaz, I love you to bits, but here's what I think of,
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
That one's for you. That one is for you. I'll see you on Never a Foul in an hour. I will see you on Never a Foul. Just know.
Get it down, yeah.
Get it up, yeah.
So no, he has to hold that one though. He has to hold that one because you can't come to me and say I've got a link. I can't say anything, but trust me, it's legit. And don't be getting gassed over this McAllister thing because there's links to X, Y, and Z. And then here we go.
Do you know what's mad? Do you know what's mad? We might get if the 38 million is true. It's been rumored. We could potentially have got 1.9 Alexis McAllisters for how much Chelsea are asking for Mason Mounts.
Yeah, exactly. Kaz, you have to. Look! He's here. Oh, he's in the chat. Hey, Kaz. Oh, he's here. Big up Jada Access for the super chat. Thuram is pushing Kefren to England. Lilian Thuram. Is that his missus or his mum?
His dad.
His dad. Oh.
You don't know Lilian Thuram?
His dad.
He used to play football. He was the French player. He won the World Cup with them.
No.
Have you not known Lilian Thuram?
Nah. Nah. I'm not gonna front. Look at that.
Let me just, I want to make sure I'm not doing Lilian at the service here. He played for Juventus, Parma, Monaco, and Barcelona. He won the World Cup and the Euros for France as a starter, and you don't know who he is.
No. No. I swear down. But man, you think I'm gonna be? Oh yeah, no. No.
He scored a brace in the night semi-final.
Bro, you have to remember. I have a wide plethora of football knowledge, but there is gaps. There are gaps in my knowledge at times, and especially, you know what it is? Even Serie A, man. Like, bro, man grew up on the Real Madrid TV thing, G. But yeah, no, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think with the whole Thuram and Kone thing, I'm not even looking at them right now. I'll be honest, I'm not even looking at them. Do you know why I'm not looking at them? Huh?
Who are you looking at then? If you're not looking at Thuram and Kone?
No, I'm not looking at them right now. Like, those are deals for me that I think will get over the line. Like, we'll have to wait further on in the window. I'm not really like. I like those guys and they're young players, but I think right now that we've got this deal over the line, I want to see us go get a defender as well as the other two midfielders as well. But
I'll be honest. I think the next deal that gets done is Thuram. I think right now is the prime opportunity to go in and sort him out, because the situation at Nice is, to use the politically correct term, batshit crazy. They've sacked the manager, and he was someone who had a very good relationship with Kefren. They are potentially in financial trouble. Their owner's looking to buy Manchester United. They're losing a lot of players in the squad. You know, if there's a time to go in and swoop and get Thuram, it's now during the whole situation where it's a little bit confused at the club. Plus, the Claudio Kone stuff can wait, because our new director of football, Lord George Schumacher, his son is now the director of football at Mönchengladbach, so we can just pull the dad card and make sure he gives us Claudio Kone for cheap.
Boy, this is what I'm saying. I think, none of these guys are looking like they're going to be more than 50 million. None of them. This is what I'm saying. It's good business, but the only thing is still, do you reckon, Tom, is still cheapo Liverpool, the way we're doing business?
I don't think it's cheapo Liverpool. What I'd say, it's it comes across as that.
We're cheap. Come on, we be with the food stamps. We be with the food stamps.
But we're not cheaping out on the quality of the player.
Yeah, of course.
McAllister's a £60 million footballer who we're getting for 38. 100%. That's not us being cheap. That's just us getting a really good deal out of it.
It's true.
Being cheap would be if we decided to get someone worse than Claudio Kone because we didn't want to pay 30 million.
We saw, was it Sanderberg times?
Well, us being cheap was Ben Davies, because we didn't want to pay 10 million for Kaleta Carr.
Yeah, Ozan Kabak. That was one of this. Anyway, listen, we don't need to look at those times. Those are the harder times. You know, those are the struggle era. Big up Jada Activist for the super chat. First of all, let's pick up the comments as well. We have 150 people in the house already. So what we saying for the like total today, Tom? What we saying for the like total? Because,
well, McAllister, how many GA do you get this year? 15? I'll go 150.
16, and you got, is it 15 or 16? No, I might be wrong.
I've had to write about 3 articles on it. It was 12 goals, 3 assists in all comps for Brighton.
Oh, for real? But how many?
And then one goal, 1 assist in the World Cup, including the World Cup final assist.
All right, so let's say, do you know what? Because he got 12 GA in 35 games. I'm saying 210 likes. Yeah, 210 likes.
I think you set the bar a little low there. It's McAllister.
How many likes are we on now?
It's McAllister.
We're on 80.
If people aren't getting the likes up for Alexis McAllister joining Liverpool, what are we doing?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, people. It's a smash the like thing for Alexis McAllister. I'm not gonna lie. Jada Access for another super chat. It says we're not paying prem tax like other teams tend to. Yeah, 100%. Let me hit some of the comments though, because the comments have been flying, and do you know what I'm saying? Ben, you gotta allow me, G. There's certain gaps, man. I'm allowed to have howlers, man. I'm human. The team that was linked to him was actually City, not United. That's why I've never said my club. Kaz, bro. You're not allowed to. I told you, as I said, I have witnesses. And Ben is one of them. You cannot sit there and say you weren't doubtful of the signing of McAllister to Liverpool, and you can't do both sides. You can't now backtrack and be like, I never said my club and da 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 da. Less of that. You're not allowed to do that. We're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. Man United are who are in the UCL got rejected for a team who are in the Europa League. My manager's pool is just clear.
Well, Ryan, I need to
Ryan,
have a little word with Ryan because this man was sitting there for 2 weeks giving me the whole Man City, you're going to hijack this deal. Liverpool aren't going to get it over the line. Deal. Me and Ben have had plenty of arguments over this. Trust in the club. The deal.
You know what it is, though, bro? I'll be real. I think we have to be very careful with some of the Man City because I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Gundogan linked leaving the club and Poch going to Chelsea, I'm not gonna lie. I was doubtful, innit? I was doubtful because Poch obviously has the Argentinian connection, and and City, who wouldn't want to go to City, and Gundogan's going out the door. But then obviously Kova, Chelsea, you know, the Kova move's looking like that's gonna happen, and now it's looking like, well, now that this, and obviously Chelsea losing out on Ugarte, by the way, even though, I mean, we'll get to that as well, but that is hilarious to me personally. That's hilarious to me, just simply because now that means Chelsea are probably going to get Caicedo. Right? Do you think that, just aside from the Liverpool stuff, do you reckon Chelsea get Caicedo because they missed out on Ugarte?
Probably. They're probably the most likely to, aren't they, considering how much they were willing to put on the table for Ugarte. I think it depends on whether Arsenal want to commit and go. Which one of the two out of Rice or Caicedo Arsenal go commit to get? I think that's what it depends.
By the way, Tom, Kaz has just called my phone. I think he has something he wants to say to the people. Yeah, Kaz, you're on mic.
Yeah, I want respect, fam. And first and foremost, here, see Ryan. Ryan is a top tier beg, yeah.
Okay, listen, no Ryan slander. This is a Liverpool stream.
Months. Remember what I said when you said I always said it was either Liverpool or Man United before Fabrizio and all them man said it. Remember what I said? Liverpool, Man United, but it's dependent on Champions League. I got that part wrong, but I want some respect.
You was telling me it was dependent on Champions League.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
I'm not a fucking guy that goes around saying Bellingham, this man, and we're gonna get this man. I said it was either Liverpool, Man United, on Champions League, but clearly, I don't know where it is, but my club clearly likes Mason Mount, and we're about to get him for double that price.
Yeah. So you hold that.
So
you fucking hold that.
I got one part right.
Yeah.
I got both clubs right.
Cassidy, you hold that. Just hold that.
No.
You will hold that.
But how did he get both clubs right when it was apparently City that he was on about?
Did I not get both clubs right?
No, but you just said it was Man City who were after him, not United.
I was waffling.
Yeah, I know. Nah,
it was never Man City. Man City, they got window in it.
But Kaz, I kept to my word, and I have my witnesses. I said, do not let McAllister get the hashtag Mac10 holding a Liverpool jersey. Don't let it happen.
How can I know what's going to happen between 3-4 weeks?
Then don't tell me you're not allowed to say. Listen, you can't do that. Listen, Mons. You can't do the listen, Mons. All right. Anyway, Kaz, I have the people are waiting. Big up, you lot. Smash the like for Kaz. Smash the like for for Never a Foul. We'll be over there in an hour.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, they can still hear you.
Yeah, see, Ryan is still with.
Anyway, locked it off. Don't worry, guys. Kaz, no Liverpool fan slander in here.
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Yeah, man. Love you to bits, Kaz, but it's how the cookie crumbles, brother. How the cookie crumbles. What was I gonna say? Let's just hit a few more of the comments. Tom, I know you gotta go quite soon.
I can do another 15.
Oh, fair enough. I was gonna say just what you were saying. Do you think? Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you think Rice? Do you think Caicedo now is more likely to go to Chelsea because of that?
Yeah, I think it depends on who Arsenal want to get. If Arsenal want to get Caicedo or Rice first, that too. But he's the one they should be looking at. 100%. He's the one that Chelsea should be looking at to partner him.
Could you imagine if we? You remember how we was kind of linked with Caicedo a little bit? Obviously not anymore. There've been no links. Could you imagine if we'd got Caicedo and McAllister? How? Yeah, just let that one.
McAllister,
Yeah.
Caicedo, Curtis Jones. Oh, what a midfield!
Wait, imagine. Do you know what it is? The way I'm gonna be banging out "Return of the Mac" once again. Return of the Mac. I do return. When I'm gonna be banging out that song from Mac 10. Oi.
Banging little SMG on COD as well. Mac 10.
Yeah, bro. Mac 10, you already know, man. Big up yourself for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Do you know what? I had a look. I had a look at him. You know, Gabriel Vega, bro. He's got like 11 goals, bro.
Yeah, he's played the majority of the season as a shadow striker almost.
It looks like he's playing as a 10 for some of the goals because he arrives late, but some of the goals he's getting forward, bro.
Yeah, he's like I think he plays just off the striker, whether that's Iago Aspas still or.
But isn't he an original 8 though?
I don't know. I've only watched him this season. I don't know. All I know is that the interest is real.
I'll be honest. I only started watching him a few times. Not started watching him, but I watched a few of his highlights this week, and it looks like the way he's getting forward, it's like he's like a hybrid 10-8. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I mean his release clause is 40 million euros. I don't know what
Fabio Vieira before he moved to Arsenal vibes, and that's not a diss because Fabio Vieira before he moved was very good, in my opinion.
I just worry with him. Like again, I've only watched him this season, so I don't really want to say all that much. Maybe he's another one of them Carvalho type players where he doesn't necessarily have a natural fit. But 40 million euros is his release clause, which apparently everyone's going to have to pay if they want him. But he's only 21, so technically, if I'm right about the registration rules, we could bring him in and not have to register him next season. So we could keep a non-homegrown spot for him. So then again, we just need to start bringing in these quality midfielders. And even though I don't know much about them, I've heard a lot of good things. Maybe a Thuram, Kone, McAllister, Vega from midfield 4 is the way the club plans to do the rebuild with the likes of Curtis Jones and Bajcetic as options in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's all looking a lot better though compared to 3 months ago.
It's so much better. Like this is the thing, yeah. This is the thing. I think we have to be patient with this window. I don't want people thinking, now that we've got McAllister, they want to see a signing announced. They want to see Gavin Birch announced. I want to see Kone and Thuram announced. Like this is going to happen over the course of the window. But I think it's good to get your priorities at the start of the window. And Liverpool we are quite good at that. We are quite good at that, especially for the price you've got him at as well. Do you reckon he starts, McAllister, straight away? Do you reckon he starts? Because he's fit. He's gonna get a preseason. Mm-hmm. He's fit. Is that Henderson's place in trouble, or is that Curtis Jones' place in trouble?
Left side. I think if I was to figure out what roles they're going to play, I'd say McAllister's off the left, probably Thuram off the right, even though he's not necessarily played on the right, and then Kone alongside Trent in the middle. But I think he's the most likely one to start straight away, 100%. He's the oldest, he's the most experienced, he's got Premier League experience, all that can't be understated. But I think the club plans to have all the transfers in by July 8th when the pre-season starts. So I'm expecting the next month to be absolutely mental for transfer news. Absolutely mental. And then the moment pre-season starts, I can mute Fabrizio, I can mute Paul Joyce, I can mute, all these other transfer fellas and just focus on the team. Yeah.
Because McAllister, he's been playing as the 6th for Brighton quite a lot.
He's been in that double pivot, hasn't he? He's been in that double pivot with Caicedo. So we know he's got that attacking quality in him because you don't get 12 goals without having a bit of attacking quality. I just wonder how, and especially, let's be honest, he's better than Curtis Jones. As much as I'll sit there and back Curtis Jones, he's better than Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones was able to get 4 goals and assists in 9 games in that left central midfield role in a more broken team. Imagine what we could do in a more functional team with better players for an extended period of time. You could easily see him hit 15 goals or assists, which is good numbers from our midfield, considering the standard in previous years has been 5.
It's true.
Remember when Gini Wijnaldum didn't get an assist for 3 years straight?
Yeah, I also remember when he didn't score a goal away from home for how long? How long did it take him to score a goal away from home? And was it 2.5 seasons?
One season at Newcastle. No, 3.5 seasons.
It was free,
For his prem goal.
Bro, how about this? Hit the goals he'd score at Anfield, and then to just not be able to net away from home was actually frightening.
Do you remember his first away goal as well? That awful header at Tottenham, which like from the edge of the box, which Vorm should have saved, and then flat at it.
I was at that game. I was at that game. You know? I was at that game. Oh my days! The thing is, yeah, that season we were so good. We were so good that year, so good. Jada Active said you could sign all 4 for less than 140 million. Yep. We saying so. Not getting Jude is a blessing. Do you know what? We all kind of knew not getting Jude can work out because we're going to get more midfielders. But what we wanted was to get Jude, Kone, Thuram, and McAllister. I'm greedy. I wanted them all. I wanted to catch them all. Let's catch them. I wanted to catch them all. I'm not going to lie, because at that point, that's when people start going, yeah, they're back still. Yeah, they're back. Because, Liverpool, we can even in our good periods, we can take our annual break, 2020, 2021 season. We can take our annual break and then, we bounce back. So let's say we do get the 3 of these guys and we bring in a defender or some sort of defensive player. You reckon we can go for the title? Or do you reckon right now we still got to concentrate on just building momentum?
I still think we're a year away.
Yeah,
I'm very supportive of the players that we're going to bring in. McAllister, Kone, Thuram, Inacio or Van der Veen, whichever one it is. Maybe even you get like a Pavard or something if you want another defender to go in there. I like them ideas. I think it would improve the squad a lot. But I still think we're just a little bit away from the title yet. But that means my expectation of next season is a title challenge, Europa League.
Am I like it?
Yeah,
Am I like it?
a little bit, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Carry on, bro.
My expectations for next season are a title challenge. We probably won't win it, but a title challenge, a Europa League win, and a domestic cup win. We have to start getting into consistently winning stuff, and we are addressing our biggest problem now. I still think the attack is there. I think we've got arguably the best attack in the league, and we just need to keep going over this defense and waiting to get the right pieces for the defense and keep doing that. But get all that in was sound. I just think we need a year. I think we need a year of gel time, a year of getting everything clicking, and potentially a year of City getting another year older.
Our good friend Hassan thinks this is the year we can.
No, I know. Me and Hassan have plenty of debates about this. My standards are not lower because I don't expect to win the league. I don't want to expect something that I don't believe can happen.
Yeah,
we should.
And how about this?
In reality, we should be there. But
pleasantly surprised, Tom. Wouldn't you rather just be pleasantly surprised if it does happen?
100%.
I'd rather just be pleasantly surprised, because it's the difference between being negative and being realistic, or or having low standards of being realistic. I just think that with the drop off this season, and there has to be an adaptation period. Our adaptation period isn't like City's adaptation period where Harden still scores 20 goals even though he's not gelling to the team. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that simple in my opinion. By the way, everyone in the chat, make sure we're still hashtagging Mac10. Hashtag Mac10 is what I want to see in the chat right now, people, because it's big news, man, and I'm gassed. I'm so gassed. I was scared for Jude's knees with Klopp's coaching.
He's having to get that surgery now, isn't he?
Yeah. Do you guys think Jude would have been injury prone under our regime?
I think there's a very scary possibility that he would have been. Yeah.
Like, you don't think so?
I mean, look, he's had to go for this. He has to go for this surgery now, hasn't he? He has to go for this surgery. Who knows how long that's going to be? But he then needs a proper recovery time for that, and he needs to be managed correctly to get through that. Are you going to tell me straight face that Jurgen Klopp wouldn't, when the moment he's past fit, start him 20 games in a row.
Yeah.
That's what kills these young players. And obviously, the ability Bellingham has is ridiculous, and the potential he's got is amazing. But knowing our luck, he would have just got injured for us, and we're being back at square one. So I'm supportive of these ideas to bring in a Quadio Kone, to bring in a Thuram, to bring in a McAllister, who, yes, individually aren't better than Bellingham, but combine the three together and give them another year of development. All of a sudden, you're looking at potentially one of the most balanced midfields in the Premier League, because they'd have everything. They'd have everything.
It's true. Wait, man is saying it's Big Mac instead of Mac. I don't know. We say Mac 10 or Big Mac?
Mac 10.
We say
Mac 10 just sounds so much
I
better.
like Mac 10. Actually, it's you get it. I'm a Call of Duty player in it, so you see Mac 10. That's the one. Even at 80 million, I'm avoiding Jude, says Mark. Jude, be happy sitting on the bench. It works both ways. Any new news on Pavard? The Pavard news was quite alarming to me. The Pavard links. But do you see that? Do you see that happening, Tom? The Pavard links, because I think. And is he the right fit with his lack of mobility, even though technically he's so good?
I think that Benjamin Pavard would be an interesting. I don't think we're going to get him because I think there's other stuff, but I think he'd be an interesting one. I think he'd be like one of them. I think you're going to ask me, are we cheaping out on someone? Pavard would be the one that you're cheaping out on.
Yeah, but wasn't the reported price 20 to 30? It wasn't even a lot.
Yeah, 30 million.
Yeah,
but he's 28. I don't see him starting ahead of Canate. I don't see him starting ahead of Trent.
I don't see him starting as a right back or a centre half, and I don't think Klopp would take the risk of throwing him in the midfield on a pivot either. But the thing is, would that be a squad depth thing, and would he be happy to be going from starting pretty much week in week out? But most teams he's played in, he never looks like he's the right type of player, but he ends up being the first choice.
No, I mean, when I look at him, I think he's a decent player. He'll probably end up moving to somewhere solid, but we, for our depth options, need better and younger than Pavard.
Yeah, exactly. No, I hear it. I do.
So, I mean, if he comes through the door, I'm not exactly going to be like, oh, it's a disgrace, it's this, it's that. But I certainly think there's other options out there that we should be looking at ahead of Pavard, because all that would be doing is kicking the can down the road a couple of years. And then when he's 31, we'd be back in the same situation of trying to buy another right back or centre back. Yeah,
it's true. I think with Pavard as well, I think that would be more of a signing you look for if we're dominating possession as well. I don't think that's an out of possession. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think we're not the team where we used to dominate games as much as we were. And I don't know if we'll go back to that. If we're trying to go back to that, I'd understand it, but then we're going and getting rid of Carvalho, who's a player who can play in that system. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which one? I don't know. That signing brings a bit of confusion to me personally. And defensively, he does have his setbacks, let's say. I wouldn't say he's terrible, but he's not exactly the most solid defender in the world. Let's not exactly.
No, I think that right centre, I'll be honest, you get me Van der Ven or Inacio, I can leave the centre back for now.
Yeah.
I'll take the gamble on seeing how Calvin Ramsey is as a backup inverted wing back, because we'll use Trent there mostly. And chuck him against Astra Gugu or whoever we've got in the Europa League, because he should be all right there. I'd use Gomez as the wider centre back depth option. You know, I think we should be getting one, because I think it's a problem position that needs to be dealt with at some point. But we can kick the can down the road a little bit and just see how everything else clicks into gear, and maybe wait for a better fit. Because right now, there's not really many options out there that I'm looking at going, yes, that fits exactly what I need from me right centre back.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. Big up Mo Mohammed. He says, I can never pronounce my man's name that plays for Leipzig. I can't pronounce his name.
I think it's Sabolislai.
Sabolislai.
Yeah.
Cool. Thuram, Kone, Inacio, Pavard, treble. as in Liverpool win a treble.
Where's Mac 10? Where's Mac 10?
I think because you've already signed him, he's not included on the list.
Right. 4-man midfield would be nice, but I think it's going to be very expensive.
I'm here with this one, by the way. I've been a big fan of this. I think Kyle Walker-Peters, I really rate him, man. I'm not saying boom, starting for Liverpool, but I'm saying like, I don't think you have an issue being a squad player for Liverpool, and even pushing Trent, especially if Trent goes into the midfield. I've not got a problem with that, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm very much. I'm stubborn in my belief that Trent shouldn't be going into midfield in the sense that he starts there. He should be sticking in this inverted role because it's what gets the best out of him in terms of teams can't really deal with him. But Kyle Walker-Peters is a good player. He's flexible as well. Can play left back as well. So
100%, bro. Do you know what's mad as well? I thought about the Joe Gomez at right back only in it because for me his days as a centre back it can't happen especially without an enforcer or a destroyer in front of him. Do we have the answer at right back in Joe Gomez? Honestly speaking.
No, if you're after a direct Trent replacement. No. But if you're after a different option, yes. Because I think he's actually an alright right back. But then we're really sort of short in centre back. So maybe then we'd look at, a different type of centre back. I don't know. I'm still on the high of McAllister finally being done.
Bro, yeah. You know what it is? We've come away from the. Let's get back to Mac 10. I'm not seeing enough hashtag Mac 10s in the chat. I'm not seeing hashtag Big Mac. I'm not seeing hashtag Mac 10. I'm not seeing hashtag Liverpool have done it again. Liverpool have hijacked United again. They've done it again. You know what I'm saying?
They must hate us, They must hate us.
Honestly. But by the way, people, there's 213 people in the house. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, we're on the way to 4,400 subscribers. So I'm sure there's a lot of new people in here that haven't jumped on the channel before. Listen, there'll be a lot more streams like this, especially with announcements that are being made as soon as we get the news in. So first of all, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot. Make sure you go and follow Tom's TikTok as well. It will be in the description below. So make sure you go and follow Tom and everything he's doing over on TikTok. Also, make sure you smash the like button. We're on 140 likes. Was it 210 likes?
210.
Yeah, we're trying to get to 210 likes. So make sure we smash the like button. We're about 70 likes away. That is light work for the Big Six Mass community. Light work. I'm pretty sure Hassan's going to be live later announcing this as well. So make sure you tune in.
I'm with him. 4:30.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. There you go. To make sure you guys are there and you go and have the conversations. You know what I mean? I'm going to be playing football a little bit later. Obviously my time at the Molyneux. Yes, Tom. Yeah, don't worry.
You did score. Yes. You did score. I saw.
Yes. The next time all three of us are on Hassan, we will talk. And where's Velv? Because I ain't seen Velv. I ain't seen him.
I didn't get my pretty 1 month Nunes compilation. It's sad days.
I can't lie though. I missed one chance. Yeah. And if Velv gets a hold of this chance, I might be finished. I might be done.
Does the goal not make up for it?
Not, bro. Like the goal is, bro. I got man of the match.
Yeah, like, Nunes got man of the match versus Aston Villa earlier this year. It doesn't matter.
Bro, I got man of the match, but there was one chance I should have put away. And if they get hold of that, I can't lie. I might have to be like Nunes. I'm sorry. Do you know what I'm saying?
I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game.
Yeah, I wasn't familiar. Do
you know what's peaked up about this whole us hijacking United? So let's just go off the most recent three. We signed Nunes before they can, so they set up for Anthony. We got the better deal. We steal Gakpo, so they have to go get Weghorst. We got the better deal. We're now going to go get Alexis McAllister for 38 million. They have to settle for Mason Mount for almost double.
Yeah, for almost double the price. Could you imagine in a horrible world that Mason Mount actually bangs off for United? Proper bangs off for United. Because you weren't one that was. You weren't one. Do you know what it is? You weren't one that was mad against. Not. I'm not saying you was for the signing.
I saw the logic behind the transfer. I thought.
Yeah, you was like cool. Like this is why when I saw you arguing with Hassan about it, I was like, but like, bro, like. He's got qualities that Klopp could definitely use. Let's not be real. I think it's more the whole 300 million demanding price and the 70 million price tag.
He's not pretty on the eye. When I look at Mason Mount, I think there's a lot to work with there. There's a real nice player to work with. And I thought that Jurgen Klopp would have got the best out of him. But McAllister was always the priority. I always said McAllister was the better player. And we've got the better player. It now just remains to be seen whether Thuram is a better fit or Kwadwo Kone is a better fit, whoever we get. But I still can't. Less than £40 million for McAllister. A man who was one of Argentina's best players in the world. Less than £40 million. Let me go have a look.
Let it sink in. Let it sink in. Let it sink in. Let it sink in.
Most expensive.
Jada Activist, big up yourself for the super chat. Says there is AFCON in January. We need a right winger.
I think we can get away. I think this is.
I think we can get away playing Harvey Elliott. Can we get away playing Harvey Elliott right wing?
I think you can get away with it, but I think you've got Harvey Elliott, you've got Luis Diaz who can play out there and has played out there. Diogo Jota can play out there, has played out there. Cody Gakpo can play out there, has played out there. Ben Doak, if you want a younger option. But even if you did want to go sign someone, Federico Chiesa would have been my one. He's available for quite cheap.
Fair enough. No, it's true. I think Harvey's fine. I think Harvey needs to be freed into that right wing position. I think he will now that we're getting new midfielders. With the influx of midfielders, I generally think Harvey's going to be pushed out further wide. I'm still a bit bummed out on the whole Fabio Carvalho thing. Not too happy about that. We probably won't need to talk about that for now. We'll wait for the next Liverpool show for that one. But I'm not going to lie, man. Like, I'm looking at McAllister now, and I generally think it's going to help us to play 4-3-3 and on the pivot. I think Klopp's going to have a look at both now. And I think do you know what it is? For me, I'm tired of only waiting until the ball gets to Trent for Liverpool to play passes that break the lines.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you ever get that feeling that you have to wait for us to work the ball to Trent for him to break the lines? Henderson will try to break the lines, and I'm not saying Henderson can't do it. Doesn't do it often enough. I think Keita was very good at breaking the lines, but he doesn't play. Thiago is excellent at breaking the lines, but he doesn't play. Oxlade-Chamberlain doesn't play. Fabinho can break the lines, but he's our enforcer. We don't really want him running too far forward because, as you can see, he doesn't have the mobility to even get back much anymore. Mm-hmm. He's struggling to even kick people.
I think we're changing how because you know me, my starts. I've had to look into the three that we're looking at. I think we're looking to still rely on Trent to break the lines in his way, but have the others break the lines in the other way. So Trent breaks his lines with his passion. No one gets close apart from Thiago to breaking to that level of quality. Whereas Thuram, Kwadwo Kone, and Alexis McAllister are some of they rank very highly in terms of dribbling. So the way I look at that, we're looking at protecting Trent if we need to get Trent the ball to pass, and then the other three, if they get the ball, can dribble, get us up the pitch that way. We're just looking at trying to progress the ball quicker, is the way I see it, and those three perfectly match it. But Henderson's going to start fair. I don't know why I've got excited. Henderson's starting first game of the season. I said this on the Sam stream, bro. Like, if you don't see Hendo starting, if you see Hendo, Fabinho, and Curtis starting as the midfield three, like just to start the season, don't be surprised. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like they're going to finish the season, but don't be surprised if they start the season. Do you know what I'm saying? McAllister, I think McAllister does have a chance in starting the season because now he's going to get a preseason. That's why I like it when we get business done early, because he's getting a pre-season. I don't. Logically, it makes sense for the clubs to get all the business done early. But I tell you what, it just gets a bit boring when we've done all the business early on the transfer window, and you've got a month to wait with no football and no transfer drama. You're just sitting there going.
But that's if all of our business was done very early. Like,
that's what the club are trying to do, though. That's how the club want, because of how iffy it was last year with Nunes and everything. They want the players in early.
I like this one. Man U fans are going to say we didn't want Mac 10 anyways. 8 of his goals are penalties. That's what. Be prepared for that. Be prepared for all of that.
It's funny as well, though, because United fans were the biggest advocates for penalty goals count as goals.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But now it's McAllister. Don't matter.
This is my point, bro. Like, we're gonna hear all the excuses now, and am I really here for it? Not really. Like, I couldn't really care less. And they're also gonna say, "Oh, what do you mean he rejected United? He didn't reject United. What are you not talking about, man? It's every day compare yourself to." Bro, it's every day United fans always talking like they're the biggest team in the world. They are the biggest team, but they love to ride that boat because they don't have anything else to ride. Pause. Big pause. Wow. Pause. But you know what I'm saying. But by the way, we've got about 7 minutes left. So guys, get your comments in before we do round this up, people. Make sure we are going to go to Never Foul after this as well. No one said we weren't interested in McAllister, but we never even made a formal bid, so hardly stole him from us. Ed, bro, you've just got to hold that one. Just got to hold that one, Ed. What you saying? What you saying? Better than R4 though, innit? Arthur Mello.
Well, we'll never know because Arthur Mello never got his chance. So who knows? Who knows?
The worst thing is, in his pomp, he was actually a good player. That's what frustrates me about him. Do you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, it is a bit mad, isn't it? I'm not gonna lie, it is a bit mad, but it is what it is, really. I think we've done well. We've done well with this one. Do you reckon Curtis Jones and McAllister play together, or do you reckon it's gonna possibly?
I think someone's gonna have to move if they want more football because to be honest, the way I see it, and this might shock people, I see Thiago being the one to move.
Thiago can play right centre mid though. He's that good though, isn't it? He's that good. He is that good.
You know what though? I don't actually see him moving to right centre mid. I see him moving to where Fabinho is, to sit right alongside Trent and have two runners ahead of them.
Oh, so you're thinking in the new system?
Yeah. Everything I'm thinking is in the new system because I don't want to see 4-3-3 anymore.
You already know what I think 4-3. Klopp's gonna revert to type if he gets the right personnel for it, innit? I think.
Yeah, so. I think that there's a good chance we revert to type eventually, but I think it would be stupid to start the season without giving this a go because it works so well.
Did I miss your super chat, man? Did I? Oh, my bad. Sorry. My bad, man. Big up, Mo, for the super chat. Really apologies, bro. That's my bad. Lads, it's pronounced Sobizlai. The Z is silent. Oh, Sobiz. I'm still pronouncing the Z. I'm still pronouncing it.
Sobizlai.
Mm-hmm. Sobizlai. Yeah. Sobizlai. I know now. Thank you for the super chat, Mohammed.
I just call him Dominic. His name's Dominic.
Dom.
Me and him go way back because I can't pronounce his name. So
go way back. You are killing me. You happy for Fab to still be a starter next season?
No. I want to see Kone in there.
Yeah, instead Tom, how did you pronounce it? Pronounce it one more time.
Sobizlai. Okay, just checking. JK's me, big up yourself. Thiago needs this summer to rest up, sort his hip out. Quality wise, when the opposition see he's in our team, they think different. That's what I always say with Thiago. As much as like a lot of guys are kind of done with him already, like I know Coney's not a 6, by the way, General, but I know a lot of people are so done with Thiago. But for me, I think that a lot of players, they look at him and go, "Is there any point even pressing this guy? Is there even a point?" I'd rather get the luxury games we can out of him and have high competition in the midfield than just getting rid of him. That's my opinion, innit? Like, I don't know. Are you done with him? No, I'm nowhere near done with him. I think that yes, it's annoying that he gets injured how often he does, but we knew that when we bought him. We knew he was injury prone. We were the ones who decided to try and turn one of the best tempo controllers of the past decade into a box-to-box mid.
Yeah,
we paid the price for it. I just want to see him get an actual chance next year where he can just focus on what he does best, and then we'll see the real Thiago, and then maybe that earns him a new contract or something. I've always enjoyed watching Thiago though. I've never had an issue.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, and as a squad player, can you imagine the depth? I really think with Gakpo improving, if Nunes can get game time in the Europa League, especially, I want Nunes playing every single game in that competition. By the way, he needs that, like, he needs every bit of momentum he can get. And then if he starts banging off in Europa, Klopp might look at him and go, you know what, Gakpo, have a rest. Do you know what I'm saying? Nunes comes in and there's no sort of bedding in period. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not getting.
I think pre-season is going to be really interesting because there's going to be a lot of fits that have to be explored. Like one that's sticking out in my head is how are Gakpo and McAllister going to coexist? Are they going to try and take the same positions? Or is maybe Gakpo going to try and work on sitting further forwards, not dropping in as much? Is McAllister going to sacrifice the attacking end of his game to let Gakpo get into them spaces? You know, there's so many interesting fits to explore in this team. I'm actually looking forward to pre-season for once. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, bro. Last season's preseason was a bit underwhelming at times. I'm not gonna lie.
No, do you know what it was? Last season's pre-season, it was going to be dead good, and then we lost 4-0 to United. And I went, I don't actually want to watch this anymore now.
But it was, do you know what it was though? But do you know what? But because we went and then we won the Community Shield, it kind of, do you know what I mean? That's what I meant by it was up and down. Because
I said some things that day we won the Community Shield, which I do thoroughly regret about how well Ellen Carlin may perform.
Yeah, we all did. But we
you can't blame me. You can't blame me. He missed an open goal against Adrian. Like, I had all the right to be confident.
No, 100%. Do you know what it was? Do you know what it is as well? Like, Nunes scored 4. He had a stinker and then scored 4 goals. And like, he was like here, then here, and then scored the goal. Like it was like this. There was no middle ground with Nunes. There's actually never been a middle ground with this guy.
Oh no, Nunes is genuinely the most confusing player we've had in ages, and I love it.
Yeah, like this is what I'm saying. And I think as well that because we've started a very like young team against the United. Because remember, we played a like a young team to start against that United side, and we were still dominating them. You know, we were still dominating them. We were still battered them.
Don't remind me. Do you remember the Luis Diaz, Fabio Carvalho, Harvey Elliott link-ups in that first 30 minutes?
Bro, they done everything but not put the ball in the net. And then when obviously United started scoring and whatnot, cool. And then there was a moment where Salah and we subbed on all the big boys for like the last 20 minutes, innit? And then the ball went up to Salah. He like flicked it, and then Trent ran on. Do you know what move I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was disgusting. It was this. I was like this. It was, bro. And the worst thing is, these men didn't even need a warm up. It just happened straight away. I was like, nah, these men are so cold. These men are so cold. Like, hey, yo, bro. It's just bits like we were seeing flashes of brilliance, which you always do. But there is, but it's true. I'd say no excuses next season, and all that stuff. But big up Bejan Barnes, big up Roms in the chat as well. Kai, we're gonna end it with this one. Right wing, would I go for this summer? If we did have space to go for a right winger and we'd got our priorities sorted elsewhere, I like the look of I like the look of Chiesa being available for a certain price. I know he's had the injury, but he's definitely a player I'd probably look at. But but again, I'm not against the thought of Harvey Elliott playing right wing. I'm really not. Do you know what I'm saying? Only 2 people have scored at the Molineux this season, I think. And that's me and Harvey Elliott.
What, for Liverpool? Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because we lost the other game 3-0.
Yeah. So only 2 people have scored at the Molineux for Liverpool. And that is Harvey Elliott, and that is me. You know, well, not for Liverpool. I was not generally for Liverpool, me, but you know what I'm saying? I rep Liverpool, you know what I'm saying? But you guys know what I'm saying. I have the clip, and don't worry. In the next roundup, I will get the clip, and you guys will see. When I get the full highlight reel, you guys will see. I wasn't playing around. But listen, people, we are gonna end it there. Tom, I know you got to shoot off as well. We're going to be heading over to Never a Foul very soon. We're on 176 likes. Actually, do you know what? Before we end it as well, Kone, I want to ask one more question. Kone or Turan? What's the preference here? Because I don't know if we get both, by the way.
Both.
Like,
just get both. Just get both. We saved enough money with Mac. Go get both.
You reckon we get
both?
I
think we can do.
I'm gonna run a poll for 3 minutes and see who thinks you actually go and get both. Like, because, bro, like, I don't know. Is this my PTSD kicking in?
I don't blame the PTSD for kicking in, but when I look at this window, we know we need 3 midfielders. The club at Adwins are getting 3 midfielders, and none of them really. The only 6 I've seen mentioned is Romeo Lavia. But say it quietly.
But now that we've got McAllister, would you want to be seeing a Lavia though?
I think Kone could mould into a good 6. He's got all the attributes defensively to be one. Just he's not a traditional 6 that we've had success with per se. He's more of a the best way I can describe, and it's going to sound weird. Instead of having a Fabinho, we'd have a Kante type. Kone's better at running around and putting out fires by running around and nipping in. Fabinho is better as an anchor, which, if it comes near him, he's winning the ball. Kone rather runs round and sniffs out the small little ones. So he will work better if you get in a McAllister and a Thuram who also do the defensive work. This is the difference now. Thuram, McAllister and Kone all do really good defensive work. Really good defensive work. So I don't necessarily need someone who's that level of defensive work because the other two are there. They're all there. So I'm going to get the same level in whatever position. And especially if you've got Trent there alongside him, who's also a solid defender in that sense, you know, we'll be fine. I don't necessarily think we need a out-and-out 6 per se, especially if you're going to keep Fabinho, which I think we're going to do.
Yeah, no, we're definitely keeping Fabinho. Most people have already said both. Yeah, Tom, this might be a Tom W. Yeah, this is a Tom W.
Just go get both. Just go get them both.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to have the headache of having to choose which one's better, which one's going to suit us. Go get both. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm excited for Curtis Jones. Don't tell I'm excited for Curtis Jones. I'm actually excited. I'm excited for his preseason. Why am I excited for Curtis Jones' preseason? Why?
Do you know what this is like? This is vindication, you know. For the amount of shtick I've got all year round for backing Curtis Jones, I've now starting to get some converters. And I'm starting to get some people who see the light with Curtis. Is he a world beater? No, he's not a world beater, but I don't need him to be. Curtis Jones is a good young player who's going to have a part to play for this next season. And this is the vindication. I am excited to see Curtis Jones' pre-season. I am, as I have been the past 4 years. Viva la Curtis. Better than Mason Mount.
Have you been on the train forever then? Be honest.
Right, Mons. My third ever appearance, on Hassan's channel was me and Hassan having a 52-minute debate about whether Curtis Jones is good enough for Liverpool or not. I spent 52 minutes arguing that Curtis Jones is good enough for Liverpool and will have a future. I have been on the Curtis Jones train for a long, long time, as I am with every Scouser.
So this one hits home.
Any Scouser that turns up.
It definitely, yeah, okay. It hits home. I hear it then. It hits home. Because I'm not gonna lie, I would love to see him start next season amongst our Liverpool signings.
Because I think he needs his opportunity next year. I think he earns an opportunity next year.
Yeah, but again, next year will prove whether this is form for Curtis or whether this is just how good he is now. Big up G in the house as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I think, anyways. There was one last thing I wanted to say. Oh yeah, James Milner to Brighton. Do you reckon he starts over?
I'd be shocked if he does, but I think he gets a lot of game time there. I think it's a really solid pickup. I've never had any issue with James Milner. I want us to keep him. I think he's a good player to have around, and still has good quality, especially compared to some of the other ones that we still employ. So I'm a little bit sad to see him go. Brighton have got a good player. We've got a better one.
Yeah, it's true. And it's a 5-year contract for McAllister as well, by the way. 5 years, I think, is the perfect. And he's 24 or 25. 24. He's 24. Good price, World Cup winner. You know, if he wants to bring any other Argentinians over, we now have that little link there. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Lallana might have played a little. Matt, you know what I'm saying? Do you think Ads whispered his ear?
Jurgen Klopp rang up Adam Lallana and asked how good of a person he is, basically. Is he a good person to have around the dressing room? Does he work hard, etc.? So this is what we're doing. We're starting to feed out to other clubs. We're starting to send the agents to other clubs in terms of players.
We reckon we're doing this. That's what I'm saying, because even Virgil did it for Gakpo. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. Coutinho did it for Thiago. Mm-hmm. Remember, Thiago actually came out and said it. He's like, I was asked Coutinho, said a lot of good things about Liverpool.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know what I'm saying? I think we've got a couple secret agents. We do have a couple secret agents.
I think we're starting to build up a couple of good cores here as well. You know, we're building up a French core, building up a Dutch core. We've got a nice solid Scouse core. You know, South American core.
I think we need that. I know Barella's not realistic, but Barella, it can happen, innit? Well, it can't happen. It won't happen.
I'll tell you this once. I'll tell you this. Alexis
Go on.
McAllister has a very good statistical comparison in Nicolo Barella. They're very similar type of players in terms of
Do they
numbers they
actually?
put up this season. Yeah.
Because Barella's been getting forward as well. But do you know what is? Barella's so I love his aggression. Even though everyone loves him for his technical ability, have you seen his aggression for the size of him? His aggression is mad.
Well, let me just make sure that I'm getting this right. So Barella and McAllister. So passing wise, McAllister attempts more per game and has a higher completion percentage. But Barella plays more progressive passes. McAllister has more successful take-ons, more progressive carries, and more touches in the opposition penalty area. They both put up really similar attacking numbers, but Barella gets more assists.
Yeah.
And Alexis McAllister is actually a better defender, winning 2.18 tackles compared to Barella's 1.79.
Barella looks a lot. I feel like I see Barella putting so much. Bro, Donny's he's everywhere. He's everywhere.
This is the thing. McAllister is everywhere, but people give it to Caicedo as the credit.
Exactly. I've always looked at McAllister and I look at him and he's so good on the ball. Sometimes it distracts me for what he does off the ball and the work he does. Like, it's easy to look at McAllister and go, he doesn't even have legs like that. But he actually does. He gets around the pitch. Have you got his distance covered? Have you got his distance covered stat?
I'll see if I can find it real quick.
I'll read out this super chat before you do, and we'll do that. Konate, Thuram, Kone, young French, Dutch, VVD Gakpo, possibly Van der Ven at CB in the team, future secured. J-Boy Animation, thank you for the super chat. I agree, man. It's a really good future that we could actually get building up some of the young French and Dutch players, man, because I think they are the future, 100%. Big up Jamie Phillips, as always said, my hips badly messed up, need a replacement on the bright side, Liverpool buying a midfielder. Big up yourself, Jamie. I hope you're good and I hope you're well. You know, you have my wishes, you have our wishes, and make sure you get well soon, my brother. Big up KLFC as well. Macca's better than Barella. I don't know. Big up GTV as well. Did you manage to find it, Tom? Or are you looking now?
It's a tough one to find, that one. It is.
Yeah, the distance covered is quite difficult.
Yeah.
Unless you find it per 90, innit?
They just, I can find his playmaking, his scoring, his passing, his defensive, but I don't think they really try and keep track of how far he's run.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, Tom, is there anything else you want to say before we close out?
Just up the Reds. Europa League winners next season.
Matt telling it. By the way, people, we are 5 likes away. We are 5 likes away from 200 likes. Our total was 210 likes. That's what we want to get to today. But obviously, I know by the time I finish doing my outro, I'm pretty sure this video should be on 210 likes. So make sure you smash that like button. We just hit 200 likes now. So let's hit that 210 promise that we made at the start of the stream. Again, big up Tom. Make sure you go and follow him on TikTok. The link's already going to be there. But Tom, do you mind letting them know exactly what to type in now if they want to do, if they've got their phones in their hands?
If you got your phones in your hands, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, it's all the same thing. Tom Little, but instead of the I in Little, it's a 1. It's all you need. And you can find more content.
There you go. Beige and Reds, would you rather kept Milner over Hendo? We'll save that for the next show. We'll save that for the next show. Yeah, probably would have kept Milner over Hendo. I'm not going to lie. But they both have similar qualities. But I think Milner's still a better player overall at the moment. But yeah, thank you for the 210 likes. Round of applause for everyone for hitting that. Big up yourself, guys. Again, make sure we got another show coming up tomorrow. A little bit more information on the community post. So make sure you guys stay noted on that one. It's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Big up everyone in the chat. You guys keep super chatting. They don't want the stream to end, Tom. They don't want the stream to end. Ben Doak's surprise goal in the UEL final in Dublin. Boy, we'll have to see. Big up J-Boy Animation. Appreciate you for the super chat. Big up 60. Big up Kingsman. Big up Jay Kismet. Big up Alexis LFC. Big up Beige and Reds TV. Big up GTV. Big up Roms, Jamie Phillips, Mark A, Mohammed Khalif. Big up everyone who sent in their super chats. Big up Mo Mohammed. Big up Jamrock. Big up Jada Activist. J-Boy Animation. Big up yourself as well. Big up Ozan Kabak. Yes, he plays centre back as well. Big up Ryan in the chat as well. Big up Kaz as well. And big up so many more. Anyway, as we're closing out, people, just keep hashtagging Mac10. Return of the Mac. We've signed him. You'll never walk alone. Big up. Liverpool are finally getting some business done. Getting it done early is what we need to keep doing. Hopefully, we can get back to where we are and do what we need to do. As we said, big up everyone, including our members as well. Big up Roms. Big up Solo. Big up Dennis the Great. Big up Snake Eyes, Beijing Reds, D1 Millie, Aiden Andrews, NDT, and Joe Madonka. Everyone else, take care. We will see you soon. We're going to end on the video that best describes Kaz for his opinions on this signing.
Soft. Overrated. Pretty boy. A bitch.
Take care, people. Hashtag Mac10.